What's up everybody, Fritz here. In today's video we're going to go over the Aodhan AHXs and see if they're a good budget wheel for BMWs. Let's get into it. So I've had the Aodhan AHXs for a few months now. To me, they've actually provided some noticeable differences right off the bat. First thing I want to say is they're only a few pounds different from the stock rims, and even that small amount of weight savings you can tell, especially under acceleration. It feels like the car has less drag to it is the best way to explain it. So it doesn't matter if you're going to a much lighter rim or a slightly lighter rim. I went 8.5 all the way around. That way I can properly rotate my tires. And because I'm not really tracking the car, I probably won't notice a difference, but my wallet will. After driving around with them for a while now, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot to let you guys know how they're holding up. When it comes to price, it's really hard to beat that $700-ish price point for all four rims. Because of this whole pandemic, I really wanted to support my local business, and Aodhan is actually located here in Hayward. Not only that is the design, I really like them, and they came in bronze. So this is something that I really wanted, that double spoke look as well as a bronze finish for the M235i. I think the bronze look on the blue BMWs look really, really good, and something different other than the standard gunmetal. And let's face it, California roads, they're not exactly perfect. So how have they been holding up through all of the potholes, through all of the unevenness, the freeways, the side streets, the main streets? How are they doing? For the most part, okay, except when I hit a huge pothole. It was so bad that it actually damaged the tire, and I had to get it replaced over at American Tires. Good thing I actually had those warranties from American Tires, so all I had to do was bring in the tire, got replaced, and I bought a new warranty. That pothole actually dented the rim. Previously that month, I actually scraped my rims, and it was so heartbreaking to have two of these things happen at once. But it didn't stop there. One of my other tires caught a nail and got flat. Good thing that one was a simple plug and it got fixed, no problem. But it is getting a little bit chilly for me here, and there are some things that I want to show you on my computer. So if you don't mind, we're gonna move this conversation up into my office. Let's go. That is so much better. As the days go by, it is getting harder and harder to do these videos 100% outside because it is getting so cold. And yes, I know I'm spoiled being in California because we never have snow here, but it's cold for me. If I didn't have this dent on my rim, I probably wouldn't even be making this video, because unless there's some sort of race application involved or some extremely spirited driving, I really don't know how you do a rim review, because as long as the wheel holds its shape and the finish stays on for a good amount of time, it's pretty self-explanatory. But because of this dent, we actually have something to review now. And for frame of reference, the wheels are on the same size standard 18-inch wheel with an 8.5-inch width and a 35 offset. And this is all done without spacers. The tires that I'm using are 245/35 Michelin 4S's. And if you are considering lowering your car, I would recommend doing this first. That slight change in profile from a 45 to a 35 is gonna make a huge difference, especially for those of you who work on your car. I use that center jack point, and before I could slide my main jack underneath all the time. But now that I lowered the profile, I actually have to tilt up the side of the car with my backup jack before sliding in my main jack in order to lift up the car. This is definitely something to consider when you're thinking about lowering your car. And back to that dent on the rim. When I hit that pothole, I knew something was wrong right away. It was a huge, loud, thunderous wham! And I was lucky enough that no air leaked out, that the tire didn't pop or break right then and there. This goes to show how good Michelin tires really are. However, under further inspection, I noticed that the sidewall of the tire where the dent was actually had a bit of a bubble. That bubble was a reflection of the nylon in the tire sidewall breaking or ripping, which meant that the only portion that was left for the sidewall of the tire was the rubber compound itself. And American Tires, huge shout out to them for recognizing this and replacing the tire. This is why I recommend getting your tires from American Tire, getting the warranty, because when this happened, I didn't have to pay for a new tire. I just had to pay for a new warranty for the new tire. I was also fortunate enough that at the same time my flat tire occurred, they simply pulled out the nail and plugged it up. And American Tires definitely recommended that I replace the rim, but because there's no air leaking out, it's not super urgent, but something that should be addressed in the future. So for any of you who have popped a tire, dented your rim, damaged your rim because of a pothole, you're gonna wanna watch along for the rest of this video just so that you know what the process is and potentially have either California or the company who made your rims pay for it or send you out a replacement. Because this happened on the highway, there's something called CalTrans, and CalTrans is the government entity of California that maintains and builds most of the roadways here. And because it happened on the freeway, the first thing that you should do is reach out to CalTrans, fill out the form, let them know where and when it happened, and then send over some pictures like the damages that you have on your car. But for those of you who live in California, you probably know that California hates to pay for everything. Take for example our Governor Gavin Newsom. He doesn't even want to pay the extra money for all the people that he put out of work and business. So what makes you think that he's gonna pay, or California's gonna pay, for my dented rim that happened on a roadway? And that's exactly why I reached out to Aodhan Wheels. I informed them of everything that happened, as well as the form that I filled out for CalTrans. But I wanted to ask the question, what happens if CalTrans is unwilling to pay for the damages of the rim? Because I have bought my rims within the last year from Aodhan Wheels and they were under normal road conditions, is it covered underneath the warranty? Me thinking that this is a California-based company would understand that we have a lot of potholes, but apparently not. Somehow, this is considered impact damage, but there was no impact. It's just a pothole. Potholes, even considered by Google, are normal road conditions of California. I try to argue this claim and even labeled out that underneath the warranty it says normal road conditions, not pristine road conditions. Well, I argued that to no avail. That leads me to the question of, are Aodhan Wheels a great budget rim for BMWs? And it depends. If you live in an area with pristine road conditions and you're not really gonna drive it that hard, sure, it's a great budget option and they have a great selection. In all honesty, I love their rim selection. They have the double spoke design that I like and they come in bronze, which again, I think are fantastic on blue BMWs. A lot of places that have either the design or this colorway, they're always out of stock and they're always expensive. Don't get me wrong, I love the design, I love the color, not really in love with the customer support as well as the quality. Now, of course, I could have gotten a dud here and maybe this is a one-off thing, but I would have loved to see the company say, hey, it does say this in our warranty, you did buy it within a year, we can work something out, like another good company. So that leaves me with only a few options, in which either I have to buy a whole new set of rims, buy a replacement rim, or repair this one. The only trouble is that because Aodhan Wheels are a budget wheel, the price to repair them and the price to get a new one is about the same. So it really only makes more sense to maybe try to repair this on my own and buy a new rim just in case. But I'm not really sure what I want to do at this point. As of right now, the rim is holding up, no air is leaking out of the tire, so it seems safe. But if you guys have any other suggestions for me based off of the information that I shared with you guys on my preferences, please let me know what you have for me down in the comment section. To the last question, would I buy this rim again? No, I would not. Even though that I love the designs as well as the colorways that Aodhan has and the fact that they're a local company, I really want to support them. I really want to like them. However, I don't like their customer service. I don't like that they're trying to find a small technicality, and I understand 2020 has been rough for a lot of people. But there are some really good companies out there that say, hey, if you want a replacement rim because of XYZ damage, we'll do it for 50% off. Could have worked out a deal like that. I would have liked them to step up and actually fulfill the warranty that they have on their website that they advertise to their potential customers. But that wasn't the case. So if you guys found this video helpful on whether Aodhan Wheels are a great BMW budget wheel, please leave a like and subscribe. And again, if you guys have any additional questions that I didn't get to, please leave those in the comment section, as well as any suggestions that you have for me for my future rims. And you guys won't want to miss out on the next video next week because we're going to go over my favorite modification that actually got an upgrade. And I think it is the best gift for any BMW enthusiast out there, especially with the holidays coming out. So I'll see you guys in that video.